Alright, with the majority of blocks of change, the blocks will look the same no matter which way you turn them. But when you join these, you're going to want to have the start of your very last round at the bottom right corner. So I'll want it down here. So when you do your first join, you'll be working with this block with your corner down here, and you do your two sides. Then when you start to do your join, you skip the corner. You don't do any join there unless there's a block diagonal to it. If there was a block above and to the left, then I would join this block at the corner to that diagonal block. If there was one above this, I would join this corner to that diagonal block. But you want to keep your very last join down here in the lower right side corner. That way you keep it away from where you have to do your join, so you're not having to end your round where there's a join at. And most of the blocks like these will be the same. The triangle does have a bottom, so you have a flat side on the bottom of your block with your join down here. Tip block doesn't matter, it can go anyway and it looks the same, but you still, when you do your join, you want to have that very last join down at the lower right side. The woven, it won't matter. This one does matter. This one, depending on how you want to lay out your blocks, just make your last, keep your join down at the bottom right corner down here. No matter which way you're doing it, if I was going to have it this way and joined, I would want my join down here. Or if I was going this way, I'd want to have my last join down here. With the spine, depending on how you want to have it laid out, keep your join down at the bottom right. I'm doing upright on this block, so I've got my last join down here at the bottom right side. But you can move that around real easily depending on how you want to lay your block out. The corner to, oh my gosh, oh my granny. This one you'll have to adjust depending on how you want to place your block. But keep your very last join down here at the bottom right. I've got mine down here. This one is the MIB. It can go anyway, but that's where you want to have your join, always down at the bottom right when you're going to join your top and your side, or just your side if doing the first row. Just the top if you're doing the first block of the second row, or third, or however many rows you want to do. Alright, the join as you go. I've got my chain threes going all the way around here on my last round. I did that one, my first block, all the way around and fastened it off. Now on my second block, I start down here, the bottom right corner, do this side, then the top, all the way over to the corner. And once you do your last chain three at the corner, you're not going to join into the chain three of the other corner. You're going to go ahead and skip that. You go around this corner and do your single crochet. All these joins are made up of chain threes, and what you want to do is replace the center chain with a slip stitch into the corresponding chain on the next block for anywhere you're going to do the join. So I've got my first single crochet down the side of block number 2. I'll do one chain, then I'm going to slip stitch into the next block, do my next chain, then go ahead and go back to this block, skip my 2 stitches, and do my single crochet. So now I'm going to do it again, do my single chain, get the next chain of the next block, slip stitch, chain 1, go back to my first block, skip the 2 stitches, do my single crochet. And what that's going to do is give me this join. It's really simple, and the only place that you will do a join at the corner chain 3 is if there's a block diagonal to it. If there's a block up here, then I would have joined this chain to the corner chain of the other block that's diagonal to it by replacing the single chain with a slip stitch into the corresponding chain. I'll do a few more of these. And it's always skip 2 stitches, and you also skip the corners. Where am I at? Okay. Skip 2 stitches. Single chain, slip stitch, single chain, single crochet, single chain, slip stitch into the next chain, chain 1, and single crochet. It's really easy to do, but it's kind of hard to write it out so it's understandable. So I am writing it out, drawing a chart, and making a video. Once you get into a rhythm, it's kind of easy. Single crochet, chain 1, slip stitch, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, slip stitch, chain 1, single crochet. Oops, messed that one up. I've only had 2 cups of coffee. Do that again. See, I have mistakes myself, so everybody does it. Everybody gets to see mine. I'm almost down to the corner. See, it doesn't take very long. Oops, I messed that one up too. Single crochet, chain 1, slip stitch, chain 1, single crochet, got one, chain 1, my last one. Because I do not have a block that is diagonal to block number 2 here, I will skip it. I just made my last single crochet down the side of block number 2, and I'll just, at the bottom corner, I'll just chain 3 and finish my round. I just have one more side to do. 2, 3, skip 2, 1, 2, 3, skip 2, single crochet. 1, 2, 3, skip 2, single crochet. And that's all the last round is on every single block, and they're all identical. 3, okay, so this is the join. Kind of looks like a little bitty cable since it's bunched together, but if you pull it apart, you can see it. But this will keep you from having to sew all your ends in. And because I don't have a block that is diagonal to the corner, I don't do any joins there. If I'm down here working on the first block of this row, when I get up to this corner, I'll join diagonally to this corner, replacing that center chain with a slip stitch into that corner chain. But then I won't do one to this corner until I get a block, the second block of the second row. Then I'll do diagonal to that one. But around the edges, you don't need to join those. That'll come later in the borders. Those will be tied together in the border. But that's all there is to it. Just remember to keep all your joins down here at the bottom right hand side like I have here. So once I finish this bottom side, I'll do my last join here, then do my next block with the join down at the bottom right side. So you always want to keep that away from wherever you're doing the joins. Because if I start with my join up here on my second row, it's not going to be as easy to do. Let's just put it that way. Alright, that's all there is to the join as you go for blocks of change. Thank you.